Hello and welcome to the second tutorial for my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Video Copilot Optical flares and Video Copilot's Twitch plugin. Now this all happens in After Effects, as you will know. So once you've got it opened up, we're going to open a new composition and set it at whatever you would like. I'm going to set it at 1280 by 720 for 720p, and the frame rate I'm going to just keep it at 30, which is for YouTube, of course. Duration, put it anything you want. I'll drop it down to something like, I don't know, 13 seconds. You can change it after if you wish. So once you've got your composition open, I actually rendered a if you watch my previous tutorial, you would know how to render with a transparent background. I rendered an animation with a transparent background in Cinema 4D, which I'm going to be using. Sorry about that, I couldn't actually find it, but I have now. Can be a bit retarded sometimes. Right, okay, so when we've got our file, we're going to drop it obviously into our timeline. Now, I'm just going to fit that up. There we go, so see what we're doing here a bit. So, as you can see, this is just like basic animation I did in Cinema 4D. Like, comes in, then comes in slowly, and the camera drops out and zooms out. Yeah, so basically we've got this kind of animation. So as I said, we're going to learn how to use optical flares and the Twitch plugin. So once we get to about this point, see, this is just going to be some idea for you guys. They drop in and doof, they join. So we're going away now. Maybe this is where we could start using them. So what we're going to do is layer, new, solid. Make comp size all the time. Just make sure it's the same size. Black. It doesn't really matter. Keep it at black. Then you apply effect, Video Copilot, optical flares. Let that load up. Now that's loaded up, so you need to go down here into render mode and change this setting from on black to transparent. Now as you can see, it's created an alpha. It's actually created an alpha channel, so it renders over transparent, so it renders basically over what's underneath, which is our video, our animation. So yeah, so from here, this is just an idea I'm teaching you. I don't know where we could place this. We could place it. Let's see. Maybe having it going across the X. So we need to find. You can play with this setting, color mode. Either have it on tint or multiply. Change the color to see the difference. I don't know, put like this kind of color, a blue. If I click tint, it kind of has a white middle, as you can see, white middle. But if I put it on multiply, it's slightly different. But I'm going to keep it on tint. Now, you want to place it where you want. I'm going to start it off here. So what I want to do now is you want to keyframe the first 4 things, which are position, center position, brightness, and scale. So you click and drag down until all of them are keyframed. Now that's added keyframes for those options at this particular time. So if I go back, I need to drop the brightness down to 0 and the scale down to 0, because if not, the flare would be on in the previous moments in this video. See, now if we play it, now it starts to come alive. And so yeah, well, from here we want it to run across the X. So from there we'll change position to, let's say, the end of it, like so. Yeah, that'll do fine. Now, because let's just see if that follows. Let's do a little RAM preview. Now, as we can see, that's rendered. So we can, if we take a look now, it's coming in. It's coming in. As it comes in, the flares are going to activate just about now. So as you can see, it moves in, moves across the X, and then what we're going to do actually is we're going to add a keyframe for the brightness and the scale here. In fact, we'll just move that along back to there. And so just after, we're going to drop it down to 0. So it dies. Like so. So it comes in and comes out. Now, what we want to do in the options on this this flare is, if you see an option here called flicker, now click on the arrow to drop down into the options. Now you can play with these options. It's purely on what you find and what you're looking for, but I normally have it on sharp, on the speed full on 100, and the amount on 100, which creates a nice effect, I think. So as you can see now, it's flickering really fast and changing the brightness constantly, like so. Right, and then obviously it dies. Now, as we wanted a twitch effect. So create the effect, the twitch effect. We're going to go onto our video and effect, the Copilot Twitch. Now we're going to have to keyframe this as well. Say we want it to keyframe while this flare is going along. So we're going to drop it to 0 on both the amount and speed. We're going to keyframe them both, and we're going to just drop down to be able to see these keyframes. So we move along about, let's say, that's 6 seconds. Move along about, I don't know, half a second. Put the amount up to something like 73 and the speed up to 50. Yeah, 50 will do. Now, then go a bit further and drop it back down to 0. Now, if you play through, nothing will happen yet. Just because we haven't actually turned on the plugin and any of its special effects. So now that's what we're going to do. Now to do this, you go down to Enable, you drop down, and you click on the things you would like to add to the effect. I normally add every single thing, which creates a really nice effect, as you can see. Sweet. And if you go on to there you go, that is the Twitch plugin applied to the video. Now if you want it to apply to the whole thing, you could do Twitch, edit copy, and actually turn it off for the video, and take your whole comp into a new comp, like so. So we're into this new composition, and if we drop down, the keyframes would have been originally here, but you need to move them along to the place where you want the twitch to take place. So as you can see, the flare comes in. We could have it about here, or even before. It doesn't really matter. You could take it a bit before actually. So it does this, and then it goes back out. And there you have it. That is how to apply the twitch effect and use optical flares on a video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow the channel and keep up to date with all my videos. Thanks.